So I may get some hate for this video, but that's all right. I can live with it. I get asked a lot by parents what they can do to kind of ensure that their teenage kids are not using substances that could lead to tragic results. And obviously, this is an epidemic in our country, and parents want to do whatever they can. So the answer is kind of an obvious one, but for some reason, parents are hesitant to do it, and that's to test them. You can buy test kits on Amazon. They have a 5-panel test, a 12-panel test. They test for, different things. If you don't know what to buy the 12-panel test and test for everything. I think that they're like $5 for one of the tests that comes in with its own little cup. You can also buy the dipstick tests. They're sort of like pregnancy tests. You can have your child pee into a Solo cup. That's what I did. And then you dip test to check for things. And, Google the results, Google what you're testing for, get educated on that. And why, even if you think your child's not doing anything, testing them is a great way to ensure, number one, that they know that this is something you're concerned about and you're watching. And it may give them an out with their friends at some point to say, hey, listen, my parents are testing me now. I just can't take the risk. I'm not doing that. Also, there are teens all over the world that are struggling with problems and don't know how to ask their parents for help. They don't know how to broach the conversation. And so this is your way of doing that for them. You are checking to see if they're struggling with something that they need your help with. It can open a dialogue with your kids about, hey, this is why I'm doing this. I love you. I trust you, but I feel like I have to verify this because I'm so scared about what could happen to you if you took a pill at the wrong time. And so it can open up a lot of doors of communication. So I know people are going to say, oh, well, that's a sign that I don't trust my child. Well, I mean, you parent the way you want to. It's your child. But for me, I tested my kids and it made me feel at least a little bit better. It's not foolproof, but a little bit better about knowing if there was a problem that they needed my help with. Definitely worth the $5. My last tip would be, hey, just don't test them, the same time every week. Maybe sometimes after school, maybe sometimes on a weekend. Different substances stay in your bloodstream for different lengths of time. So that's something you want to think about. And, how often you test, that's up to you. If you really think they're struggling with something, maybe it's a weekly thing. If you're more just to check to make sure everything's okay, maybe it's monthly. That's up to you, but I strongly encourage all parents of teens to go ahead and do that. Hopefully it's a waste of time and you don't ever have any results that you're worried about.